Hello and welcome everybody, Farmer Donkey here. As you can see, we are back here on our New American map doing the coffee challenge brought to us by Mama Bear Farming. Thank you again for bringing this challenge to us, Mama Bear. It has been fun to do so far. If you haven't yet, definitely check out all the content creators listed in the description below of this video. Check out their episodes and see their progress on this challenge. So today, as you can see, we put down our coffee sell point. So we have our coffee shop here. We did clean up a lot going around here, around our coffee production area. We put some cement down. We put a few bushes down around, kind of bring the noise down and bring a little liveliness in the springtime. Put a diesel tank down next to our roaster. And yeah, we did a lot of terraforming, a lot of wood chipping to get the trees out of here so we can make it kind of flat and a little bit easier to get in and out of. Yeah, we spent a lot of money. Thankfully, we did get a wood chipper that kind of helps us with that. And that kind of brings us into what are we going to be doing in this episode. So, this episode we're going to be, well, cleaning up the rest of the farm area. There's not a whole lot we can do as far as our fields go in the month of December. We will be spraying some fertilizer on our grass fields and getting those taken care of. But we wanted to go ahead and show you guys how we got rid of the trees. I spent probably about 8 hours trying to get these trees right. When I recorded the last episode, and it took me quite some time. I kind of started recording a little bit just to show you guys kind of behind the scenes, but I got frustrated with it, and yeah, I don't have that footage anymore. But it took me 30 minutes to get just the trunk of one of those oak trees chipped, and in one of the chippers that I was trying to use, and I quit the game, didn't save it on purpose, so I could try something else. And I wanted to kind of steer away from the wood chipper that I knew worked for what I wanted to do, but we ended up going with it anyway. So, I just kind of got a little too frustrated with everything else. Let's make sure this is... Alright, pipes out. Nice. Alright. But yeah, so we wanted to go ahead and take down a few of the trees along the edge of this field so we can clean it up and get rid of like all of those little grass patches all over the place here. Again, we wanted to get rid of these trees. I don't think these ones are going to be big enough that I'm going to have to worry about tearing them down before chipping. Oh yeah. So if you didn't know, with this chipper, if the tree is more than 50,000 liters of wood, it will not chip properly. You will lose a ton of the wood. We'll try probably getting that stump from the other side. Yeah, so anything over 50,000 liters in one tree, if you try and take it out all at once, that'll vanish. But these ones are only about, well, a little over 10,000. So that's not too big of a deal. We'll go through, knock down the trees, and then we'll come back and take care of the stumps if we can get up this hill. So what I'll probably do is, after this, we'll go into the landscaping mode and repaint this edge of the field. And once we get rid of all these stumps, we'll take care of that tree here in a minute. Yeah, let's get the rest of these out of here so we can get to painting. I think, yeah, we'll probably get rid of the trees on both sides of the other field over here. I believe we planted wheat. Yeah, so that, yeah, I know, it deleted it, but it made it into wood chips. So that is perfect right there. Um, Actually, I could probably drop the trailer for these last couple of trees. Then we have a little bit more speed. Oh, can we? We probably can only fit one more tree. Then we'll go sell our wood chips real quick. Yeah, okay. Not too big of a loss. Let's see. Well, we got a few more trees that we can clear up. Definitely gonna grab that one on the edge of the field over there. And then the ones on the other side. Let's see. Prices for wood chips. Wood chips. There it is. Now we're actually almost hitting the peak, which is great. But it looks like a farmer's market is gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be our best price. So we're gonna run over here to the farmer's market and get these sold real quick, and then we'll be back to chip the rest of the trees. I think we'll leave the ones against the fence because they're not really in the way. Hello, puppy. But yeah, definitely show you guys how much we get a load of wood chips. Now that we're completely full. And we do make quite a bit on, oh, this economy level. I mean, 90,000 liters of wood chips is nothing to scoff at as far as what we make. Definitely should cover anything that we're going to be doing today on the farm. As far as making everything look better and function a little bit better. All right. A little bit more than 80,000 because of our environmental score. Actually, almost 90,000. So that is pretty nice. Definitely hoping that we can figure out how to get that other tree chipped and put in. But, oh yeah, we are making money now. Got those trees up there, and then trees on the other side of the wheat field. Looking good, looking good. We do also want to put down some kind of a shed for the rest of our equipment. Watch out, puppy! Watch out! Good job. So that's another thing that we're going to keep in mind that we want to do. I might as well grab this real quick. There we go. Let's see if that one had 16,000 in it. Alright, welcome back, buddy. We have our last load of wood chips. As you can see, we've made quite a bit of profit off of the trees. I do think we got almost all of the troublesome trees taken care of. We still have quite a bit of trees still on our property. I'm not sure if we're going to chip them in the near future. It depends on kind of what we want to do with the little bit of extra space wise that we have. The back one real quick. And we'll dump both of them at the same time. And why we do that, since we're getting plenty of money, we're going to come over here. I did cut down the trees that were here. Yeah. Patches. That way we have some room for putting stuff down. Alright. And we still need a shed that can fit our tools. What do we got? bad. Would definitely fit everything nicely. Ooh, but I gotta move all the tools out of the way. Only 49,000? Not bad. We might do that. Ooh. Okay. So let's get everything moved out of the way then. And we will get that all placed down. But we are currently at 500,000, which is going to be a decent amount to get us started with the plans that we have. Ooh, loads and loads of plans, loads and loads, if I can get out of here. Okay. Gotta pick up the couple of tools that are still sitting out and get them kind of put away. I think I will leave the trailers pulled over this way for a second. I did end up grabbing both of the trailers just to make it a little bit better. We could get more trees per trip. We'll grab the plow. And then one of the other things I wanted to do now that we have money is go ahead and see about getting our yogurt factory started. I'm not sure what all we're gonna need to do with that, but I'm pretty sure we might be able to. Might as well drop this and then grab the other two. Then probably we'll get a liquid fertilizer silo put down where the dry fertilizer silo was before. That way we still have what we need to run the farm here on the farm, if that makes sense. So we did a lot more building this episode. I do think we still need to spray our grass field, do a little bit of farming work that way, but for the most part we wanted to get situated the way we kind of think that's just fine there. Be easier to get in and out of. Much easier, much easier. Right, gonna have get the spreader put down here. Probably put our mulcher on the other side. Is that's still, well, crop care. A little bit of organization. Not a bad price for the size of shed that we got. Didn't have to be something super fancy, but it did do the job. All right. Actually. Oh, you can just add a solar panel. That wasn't that. I just wanted to see if maybe you can add walls here and there. But no worries. Now that that's out of the way, we can go ahead and pop down our wood fertilizer. Turn it that way. Boom. And then we wanted productions. I kind of wanted to keep the yogurt factory over here because that's where our milk's going to be. Our fill. Might not be able to do that over here. Okay. Oh, let's go grab our... You know, we haven't done yet. We haven't put sensors on this John Deere. So we'll put some sensors on it, and then we'll grab our sprayer, go spray that, while we kind of think about what we should do as far as the factory for yogurt is concerned. Customize. I could put a front loader on this big thing. Interesting. All right. Okay. We have our Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Then now we'll be able to drive over and really take care of our crops. Oh, I didn't even think to check on our factory. We're gonna need to put diesel in that. Okay. Might have to worry about a little bit of money for that. Oh wait, we had our crop sensors on the Challenger. Oh well. Now we have crop sensors on two different things. Not a bad idea. But, like you guys said in the comments, that John Deere sprayer definitely should go with the John Deere tractor. It's a good match. And I couldn't agree more. Definitely thinking about making this a John Deere farm. Granted, we are a little bit... We want to get ahead of ourselves. But... Speed, turn on the sensor. Yep, okay. Ooh. Our neighbor's tree is getting pretty close. And we'll spray our grass. Make it all perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This shouldn't take too terribly long. One of the... 300,000. Still need to buy... What do we have in regards to... I know I didn't like the other one. Is there a tanker that we... Old diesel? Don't think I installed one of those. I probably should have. Does not look like it. Definitely a little bit easier to navigate around this big field without all of the trees all the way around it. I to leave the ones that weren't in the way. And then I smoothed out the edges of all of our fields. The grass fields were a little bit more difficult just because it wasn't easy to tell the difference between the crops because, well, it was the same crop either way. What? No big deal. Oh, no, 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 no. No free fertilizer for you guys. Sorry, guys. Yep. Hmm. So, I guess we will have to go, at least for now, with this one. Wish there was a way to increase the unload speed for that. But as of right now, that is something we can deal with. I will probably look in the mod hub later on and try and find a decent diesel tank that we can use. But right now, we'll have something that will work. I do have diesel in the fuel tank over there at our coffee production. I filled it up with some of the money we had left over from chipping those trees. We did not do too bad money-wise. All right. Why does it... Is it set up to do 2 headlands? It's so weird. It's like, there shouldn't be that... I don't know. It's just kind of weird that the line starts clear up there. But we're gonna knock out fertilizing these fields real quick. And then I think what we might do is we might look at buying maybe 86. Yeah, 86 actually would probably be a good plot for us. Wish there was a way for us to buy... I know. Trying to buy like this area here. Because it kind of looks weird to have a factory on one edge, but not on the other of that driveway. Well, I mean, yeah. Okay. I think we'll buy that. That's not what I said. I said buy that. Didn't mean to visit it. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and buy that as well. Probably in between, or maybe next episode, we'll go ahead and clear out these trees on those 2 plots. That way we can get a nice level playing field to put down our productions over here as well. I do think one of the things we wanted to do, not necessarily get away from the main farm here, definitely going to kind of keep it, but we wanted to expand out our cattle operation over there. Just to get some yogurt going great. Now that might mean we also need I can't remember what all it takes to make the yogurt. I think we do need some fruit. So you might have to do a greenhouse just for the fruit to go into the yogurt. I don't think I want to do grapes for yogurt, but maybe some kind of fruit. Is this the right fertilizer over here? Curious and curiouser. Okay, so yeah, it did need a little bit more optimization for the fertilizer on this field. So, but as I said, I'm gonna go ahead and knock this fertilization out, and we'll take a look back over at the new fields that we just bought, see what we're gonna do with them. We'll see you guys then. All right, so we just finished fertilizing all of our fields. Definitely went a whole lot smoother without the trees there, so that's great. Great news. I am glad that that worked a little bit better that way. We're headed down to our coffee production area. Go ahead and refill the roaster with some diesel and check on whether or not we need to put liquid fertilizer in our greenhouses as well. Do need to think though about possibly putting down another roaster to kind of keep up with the production of coffee beans that we got going on here. I know the roaster costs a decent amount, so hopefully by getting rid of the trees on our new land, we'll be able to afford a second roaster, get our yogurt production down, and possibly a greenhouse for that. Now, I'm not sure exactly how much, well, how many roasters it will take for the greenhouses that we currently have for everything. Well, let's take a look why this refills. That is definitely a lot slower. Okay, so what can we fit here? Ooh, I know. Okay, that's... We might be able to fit maybe that and... Oh yeah, we could fit a couple more roasters back over here that we can roast the coffee beans at. Yogurt wise, this is huge. Is we could get 2 roasters right there, and then possibly a couple yogurts over here, and then turn the rest of this into a huge cow pen. How big can we go? Don't think we will go with that one. It's a little out of our price range at the moment. What's the difference between... Interesting. I'm not sure what the difference between the feeding robots is. Okay, so this one, you got the one that comes out, I guess goes from there. Well, what is this? Okay, I see. So it's just a different feeding robots, I guess. Okay. We're still not full. Question is, how far does property line go? Are we going to be able to get the trees right here? Or is that part of the warehouse? So what we're going to do to check, we're just going to get a little bit, yeah. Okay, so that's where our property line is going to be. That's not bad. Those trees aren't going to be ours. I think our property kind of follows this right here. Yeah, so everything kind of is going to follow that curve. Then over here, around the same thing. It does look like we actually get up to the road with ours. I don't think I want to get too into this hill over here. Yeah. So these trees right here are going to be ours. These ones here definitely are going to be ours. And then maybe that tree. Don't think that tree. We have a few. Ooh, so we might be able to pull 150, maybe 200,000 from that. I don't think that's gonna. Ooh. This. Oh yeah. We definitely need to get a second roaster down as soon as possible. Because this one is struggling to keep up with the greenhouses that we have. We'll definitely look at it. And then after we get this dumped, we'll go put some fertilizer in it. Actually, just can leave that running. Do we have liquid fertilizer over here ready to go? Can't remember if I bought... Yeah, okay, I bought plenty. And this thing is not for bulk transport. Definitely gonna add in probably a semi-trailer, just because that's gonna be more bulk side of things, and see if we can't use that. Or maybe we use like a modded one of the trailers that we have for our liquid fertilizer, so it can hold diesel. Then we'll just use that one specifically for diesel. But something along those lines I think is what we're gonna aim for here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up our production here with diesel, and we're gonna fill up our greenhouses with fertilizer. But I think this is where we're gonna go ahead and call the episode. It has been a wonderful time. Got a lot actually done as far as cleaning up the farmyard. Not a whole lot of actually farming done. We will probably be... Oop, wrong button. When do we sell our coffee? Coffee. Why do I not see it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so March time frame is when we sell our coffee for the best price. We're definitely going to try and hold off on selling it as much as we can, because we can hold 500,000 liters of coffee. And I mean, honestly, it's getting pretty close to, well, I don't know how long it'll take to clear out that queue, but we're going to get a decent amount for it when we do sell it. But I think we definitely want to look into a few more roasters. Definitely one, and then kind of see if these can keep up with the coffee bean production after that. And if not, we will get ourselves a third one. And I guess kind of go from there. Kind of, oh, I don't know why I'm dragging this trailer with me. We're not going to use that. But yeah. So, as I said, this is where I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. Thank you all for joining us. If you've made it this far, please consider smashing that like button for me. And if you haven't yet, maybe subscribing. We do try to upload videos regularly-ish. Have a lot of different series going on, so definitely check out all of those as well. But yeah, so until next time, peace.